Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Here we go again. I really enjoyed that the other evening, and I saw that a lot of you had as well. I'm going to experiment a bit tonight. There we go. You've actually got a dumbbell on your foot there, which we use as a mud weight kind of thing. Right. Definitely got oars, check. Life jacket, no, I never bother. Just get untangled. I think that's it. Just double check I've got both. I'm paranoid about not having both oars. One oar is okay, but two is ideal. You've all made me nervous now, going, oh, you need a life jacket, etc, etc. And I'm thinking, oh, should I? No life jacket, no radio. No one knows where we're going. So there won't be any rescue parties coming. And I thought we'd go a bit of a different place tonight. I was watching the King and Queen in Canada today on a live. So I thought we could talk about that. Oh, I loved it. I really loved it. And that's exactly what I mean about the royal family being more accessible. So that people can see what's going on and put it into some context. Now, I watched it on a live. I don't know which channel it was. It was one of the news channels. And while I was waiting, I was reading the comments. And then when the King was giving his speech, I did quite well. I was able to listen to the speech and read the comments. And it astonished me, the level of ignorance in the comments. I really hope you can hear me because there's a slight breeze this evening. First thing I want to do is go and look at those weird little things that have been opposite the boat. Some sort of, I don't know, drain, or they could just be part of the design. And I've wondered for years what the hell they are. So I thought we'd go and have a look. Yeah, the level of ignorance was like, right, now anyone out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but the impression I get is that the King went to go and open the Canadian Parliament for the first time since the late monarch did in the 1970s. I don't know if I've got that right. And it's like when the monarch does our state opening of Parliament and they read the speech which is written by the government of the day. So the comments in the live I was watching, they were like, who does Charles think he is coming to Canada and telling us how to run our country? And I thought, oh my God, this is what the royal family are up against. This is what, not just the royal family, the institution. And there were, of course, all of the representatives of every political party in Canada there, and they all clapped and cheered. And people in the comments were like, why are these sycophants fawning to the King? And this is so archaic. And I just thought, what the yeah, what's up these things? Oh, it's quite shallow here. We'd better not ground on the rocks, had we? I don't think we will. I don't think it's that shallow. Yeah, I don't know what they are. Oh, they're like little chambers. It's a tunnel, or a tunnel, as my boss would say. There's a little tunnel that goes behind there. Oh, I don't know. They must sort of be there to break the waves up or something like that. I don't know. So we're going to go, hello pigeon, we're going to go along by the promenade where all the people are. There used to be a ladder right here. And years ago, one hot summer, we were walking with the kids, and to get to the boat, we've got to go all the way around. I said to the kids, sod this for a game of soldiers. Let's just get in the water and swim straight across. And we did, and it was lovely. It was really cooled us down. But they took the ladder away because people were breaking into the marina. Isn't it a shame? There's always someone who's got, spoil it for everyone else. Which one of you said you felt seasick the other night? Right, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to turn the camera around so you'll feel like you're travelling backwards, and we'll do that. We'll do that for a minute. I can still yap away in the background. Now, does this turn? Well, what I'll have to do is actually turn the stick. There you go. So now you are travelling backwards. I can't see the camera myself, so I don't know if it's in shot. And this will give you a bit of a different perspective, and hopefully you feel like, you know, you're on the boat. And you might even be able to hear me. Look, there's people on the promenade looking at you. What I'll do in a minute, when we turn the corner, I'll row forward so you feel like you're going the other way. And I thought we could go and have a look at the boatyard, where all the boats get lifted. I hope that sun's not hurting your eyes. I didn't think of that. Maybe I should turn the camera around. Yeah, hang on. That just occurred to me. All of you at home going, ah, my retinas are burning. Because it is a very, very, very strong sun here. And we're only in May. I'm sure you can imagine what it gets like by July, August. Right, now let me see if I can block the sun with my big, fat head. There we go. Oh, that's quite effective. Feel it on the back of my head now. We can make some headway. We've got an audience watching us. So yeah, I mean, the level of ignorance of the comments, archaic system. Someone kept posting over and over again, the British Empire is in decline. And there were loads of other people going, there's no such thing as the British Empire. What are you talking about? But it was the same comment kept getting posted over and over and over again. So I think it must have either been a chatbot or someone being paid to put that. I thought it was wonderful. I loved the music that they played before they went into Parliament, like native music. Oh, I loved that. And so while I was waiting, because I saw the King was going to give his speech about 5 o'clock my time, I thought I'm going to go and watch one of those history programs, the history of Canada. And that was fascinating. Basically, I didn't realise that Canada actually, it's not had a totally peaceful history, but in comparison to other countries, I think the secret of success of Canada has been that they like to reason things out. And I was also very surprised to learn that British had actually taken a lot of care of native people. And it was only 25 minutes long. It was just right, because I thought, well, this is a Commonwealth cousin country. And I've lived in Canada, and I really should learn more about it. Oh, and there were loads of people in the comments criticising Charles's French accent. Well, I don't know if he has a good French accent or not, because I'm British, but I mean, he did his very best, and I think he does speak French. He did his very best to deliver the speech in French and English. And I'm certain that he didn't just turn up in Canada and say, I want this done and I want that done and I want... He was reading out what he had been given. He was invited as a guest. I mean, I think it's up to all of us to try as hard as we can to explain to people. Oh, sorry, lo siento. There's no fishing there anyway. Yeah, he's the only fisherman for miles. Yeah, I think it's up to all of us to sort of make sure people understand that there is no such thing as the Empire. I mean, that's come from Meghan and Harry, hasn't it? Oh, right, Meghan. Yeah, let's talk. Now, I saw today that apparently she has said she's not going to do anything with as ever. She's going to sit back and think about it. And I saw in another article, she's not going to put her jam and stock in the Netflix shops as was planned, because Netflix think her products are so special that she should rent an entire shop for herself to showcase them. Really? Really? So if I were to give an example, let's say I've made a new perfume and I take it to Harrods and Bloomingdale's and I say, I'd like you to sell my new perfume. And they were to say, "Ooh, Fiona, we feel your perfume is so special, it deserves to be in a shop all of its own, and we think you should rent your own shop and sell your own perfume." Oh my God, why didn't you guys tell me? Fucking hell. There's no one in it either. Why didn't you tell me? I bet you're all screaming in the comments then, "You're gonna crash!" It's all right, we're at the boatyard now, so this won't go on for too long. It's not going to be as... Oh, I tell you what, can you feel that? The wind is actually carrying us. I wonder what it's like rowing into the wind, because a lot of the time when the wind's going with you, it feels dead easy. You turn round, and oh, you've got a right old battle to get back. Let's have a look. Oh yes, the tide is obviously on its way out, so I'm not going to go all the way down to the office in the boatyard, which is right by the entrance to the marina. I was talking to a friend before I came out, and they said, "Don't go out the marina, don't go out the marina, you'll get blown across to Morocco." Imagine that, illegal immigrant going in the wrong direction. I'll be there, waving to them, going, "Bonne nuit, où est elle?" It's the other way, you silly cow. Oh yeah, we're not actually making that much headway because I'm rowing into the wind, so I'm glad I didn't go all the way down there. It's quite scary if you ever go out rowing or swimming and the tide takes over. And you suddenly realise, I mean, we're doing all right here, don't worry guys, I won't drown you all. Just check I'm not rowing into anything. So I was talking to you guys, not paying attention. So we'll stay on my side of the marina, where we're not going to go anywhere, we're not going to get into any trouble. I might try and get a jet ski, you know, hire one or borrow one. And then I can take you out to see the dolphins. I have to get a waterproof body cam so that you feel like you're on the jet ski. This rowing certainly does my mental health a lot of good. It's quite relaxing. I think exercise is good for people's mental health. So what was I talking about before I nearly crashed? Charles. I thought he did brilliantly. To read a speech out is stressful enough as it is. I know he's used to it, but they probably still get nerves. And then to have to read out half of it in French and then have people criticising him. And the things they were saying about him in the comments were horrible. And some people were saying some really mean stuff about Camilla. Talking of Camilla, how many of you saw the portrait painting of her? I loved her outfit. It reminded me of her wedding dress, her wedding coat. I bloody loved that wedding coat. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I'm coming through again. Where's the line? I'm sure it's no fishing in this marina. Oh, bloody hell, this really is hard work. We haven't done any distance at all. Come on, Fiona. And the other thing is, I haven't been rowing that often, but now I saw that all you guys really liked it. I want to do it all the time because I think it's good for me. And I hope it's good for a lot of you. Obviously it's not quite as flat as it was the other night. The flatter the better. you ever listen to that music that is just a thunderstorm? Like thunder and lightning and raindrops and stuff like that. I listen to that sort of thing all the time. I'm glad I thought about that turning around. See how quickly we got down there and how long it's taken me, and we're not even back at the corner yet. Nearly there. So yeah, Meghan, I believe, that's right, that's what I was talking about. If I had these perfumes and I was told by a big company, go and rent your own shop and sell your own jam in your own sell your own perfume in your own shop, to me that's the end of it. Netflix don't even want her sloppy jam, sloppy spread on their shelves. Now the reason that interests me is because, as we all know, everything she touches turns to shit. And she will eventually run out of options, and you know what she's going to do, don't you? She's going to go back to what she knows, slagging the royal family off. You know it. Not that anyone will believe a bloody word she says, because she's like the little boy that cried wolf now, isn't she? But that's what she'll go back to eventually. Oh, that's better. Well, it's much easier here now. Oh, that is easier. Yeah, being told by Netflix there's no room on our shelves, it's so special, Meghan. And so then she's talking about getting into fashion. Can you imagine that? Megsy's boutique. I mean, who's going to shop there for baggy trousers, ill-fitting clothes, perhaps a whole line in moon bumps, who knows? This is actually quite hard work. Oh. Back at Command Central now, but I'm not going to go back in just yet. Gives me a chance to look at the boat from afar and look at her lines and stuff. Oh, we'll go over there. It's quite shallow because the tide is going out. I'm not going under the bridge again. The number of you that said you had to duck going under the bridge. You make me laugh, you guys. If I get a waterproof body cam, I might just jump in the water and we'll go underwater. But I don't go underwater for very long. I don't like it. I don't like getting my head underwater. Now I have got to be careful here because, as you can see in the corner, you can actually ground out here. It is very, very shallow the nearer we get to the wall. Yeah, Megsy's boutique. I wonder what she'd call it. Smegans. It's a genuine smeg. Oh no, it's cookers, isn't there, called smeg? Because smeg means something else. It's a slang in English. I won't say what for. Yeah, it's really shallow here. Now, I don't know if you can see that. I'm not going to go quite. We're really close to the rocks here. I don't want to ground. For those of you that don't know, this boat was just found in the middle of the bay. It was salvage on a dolphin trip. My son and his mate, they...
We're in the middle of the fucking bay.
Me and Ben testing the new whip.
It took me about 3 hours to row 1.5 miles. We were watching them with the binoculars in case they, you know, got into difficulty. If it was like a breathless evening, there wasn't a breath of wind, I would take you outside the marina, because then there's like another harbour wall, and it's really nice over there as well. But I'm not going to go all the way out there, turn around and then find out it's going to take me 2 flipping hours to get back in. And I don't know what time it is now. I would assume the sunset is probably going to be in about an hour. I can't believe how many of you are from the Norfolk Broads. And Perth, again. The people from Perth love to start a comment. Hello, I'm from Perth. And then like tons of other people from Perth go, me too, I'm from Perth, I'm from Perth, I'm from Perth. And I think, I don't know what it is about Perth, but it's really cool. So you guys could start that as a theme. Wherever you're from, other people who are from the same place, just add to the thread. Comment, whatever. I mean, I can see Meghan and Harry running out of money. If that's her latest idea, I tell you what, I'll give the girl something. She never gives up. She never gives up. I'd have given up long by now. Everything she touches just turns to shit. You think she'd learned by now. No one wants to buy her shit, but she just doesn't seem to. She doesn't seem to get it. And she clearly thinks she's so fucking brilliant at fashion design. Everybody wants to buy her fashion. As if it isn't hard enough in the fashion industry to break into it. I mean, ask any designer, but Meghan thinks she can do it. Oh my goodness. But she will. She'll start coming back, bothering the royal family. You'll see. Especially if money runs out. If money runs out. Who's making all that noise? That's a lovely cool breeze. It's right, I can see the boat there, I know what I'm doing. It's alright. And I've got my foot on the bottom of the stick, so you won't go flying into the water. There we go. Oops. Bit of a shorter row tonight. I'm sure I've got that twisted. Oh, does that go under there? No. Oh, that goes like that. Right. Oh, I haven't tied up yet, have I? I do know what I'm doing. Well, I hope you've all had a nice chat in the comments. I'll see you in the comments later, because I'll do this as a premiere, and then we can all talk about the state of people's ignorance. And I can't believe that there were so many people who thought that the king had written that speech like he turned up as if he was the king. Well, he is the king of Canada, but as if he just turned up like, this is how you're going to do things. I just can't believe the level of ignorance. There is a lot of ignorance on the internet, isn't there? It's astonishing. Anyway, thank you all very much for coming with me, and I will see you maybe tomorrow or the next day, I don't know. Good night, and may your God go with you.